One of the things that I want to start doing um, for many reasons, one for our clients is as the movements come up through the days, take that big compound movement and kind of break it down into its parts as an instructional piece, as a points of performance piece, as a developing an eye for good movement, but also for trainers out there that are looking for developing their skill as a coach, and some of the things that I look for with the 10 years of experience that I have doing CrossFit itself. So the movement that we have programmed for the day is thruster. It's actually a complex. It's a power clean and thruster, but needless in that movement there is the thruster. So we'll take a movement that we have online, we'll play it, and describe what's going on, what I see as a coach during this movement, and who better else than the man himself, Coach Froning. So this is Fran done heavy at 135 pounds, but let's just kind of break some of this stuff down in comparison to some of his counterparts here. I got Rory in the back and this other gentleman, I don't know his name, to the left. But one of the things you'll notice immediately is through this workout, this conditioning piece, how Rich is momentarily pausing at the top. This is a strategy that he's using to, control breath and heart rate. He actually comes off second here, but in doing so, right, one of the skills that he has, as many have said, is that he has an immense awareness of his pacing and tempo with seemingly all workouts. He knows when it's time to kind of put the brakes on, when it's time to be more aggressive, and you'll see that come out here on the back end. So let's kind of fast forward this a little bit more so you can see. But let's see some points of performance. What we know at the basic level, the thruster is a front squat to push press. And with this push press, one of the things that's really hard to see because we aren't superheroes is how much he's using his legs to distribute that load off his shoulders. There's that moment that this thing does get a little bit light for him off the shoulder. I think his moneymaker, to be honest, is his beautiful squat. I love this view here. What you're going to notice right there is that his heels do come off the ground. The question is not if they come off, it's when they come off. And if we go back to this, what you'll see is that his heels come off at the moment his knees extend. And the reason for that is simple. He needs to distribute as much power as he possibly can through his legs before coming off his heels. At any moment that he comes off his heels any sooner is a moment he takes the load from away. If we look at this piece right here, his knees are locked, his hips are open, then his heels come off. It's a terrible line. Any moment before that, he's going to lose an immense amount of power. So that's something to always consider when doing these thrusters. We really want to delay the moment that our heels come off the ground. And what you see here, what he does really well is he waits to the last moment to do so. His squat is impeccable, so he's able to distribute that power equally, and the lockout is just superb. You'll notice he wraps his thumb around the bar in the same direction as his other fingers. I think he does that for comfort and ease off that wrist, where you'll see Rory actually has his thumb wrapped on the other end of the bar. So that's something to note as well. I don't like it long term because the majority of the time you can't get away holding the bar in that J-hook position. You got to have that thumb around the bar, but who's gonna tell him otherwise? So let's go again, watching Rich really attack the rest of these thrusters. He's chatting away here. Here it comes up one last time before it comes back up. I love this next view coming up because it's the back side, so we can kind of see some things that he does really well. The other thing I haven't mentioned, his verticality is one of the best in the sport. He can keep the torso super upright. His squat is really doing the majority of this work, and that bar is resting completely across the shoulders. I call that piece, that position, the pillow position, right? We want to set that bar on comfort, and there's 9 unbroken at 135 pounds. So there's some tips there I hope you guys can take to kind of make that thruster just a little bit better than it already is.